rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. The polls are out. The Gamecocks are ranked 6th in the latest AP poll. The opening rankings are out. Basketball season is here. We are ready to do this. Let's talk about it. But before I talk about it, I'm going to give some announcements up front right now. Right now, we have a call-in show that's going down October 25th. First call-in show with your boy, Captain Will. 8 p.m. It is going down. It's going to be lit. Whatever the kids say, that's what it's going to be. Make sure to send me your questions. DM me, mention me, comment me. However you want to do me, let me know. Let me know. I will answer your questions. Make sure you call in. We're going to have fun. We're going to drink wine. It's going to be nice. It's going to be amazing as we start this season off. The Gamecocks open. The Gamecocks open 6th in the country on the AP poll. Now, I know what you're thinking. Like, Captain Will going to lose his damn mind. I know you're thinking that. I know you are thinking that. You are thinking that I'm going to lose my mind. Like, Captain Will thinking that, yeah, I'm going to get on air and just talk a whole lot of mess talking about the rankings. But honestly, to keep it real with you, we should be ranked 6th in the country. Right now, they got LSU, number 1. LSU, defending national champion. I got it. I understand that. They got the transfer with Haley Van Lith. They got the transfer with Anissa Morrow. I understand that. Got Angel Reese. All these different players. I understand that. They should be number 1. Number 1 recruiting class last season. I got it. Not mad with that at all. UConn, number 2. UConn got Paige Beckers back. Got Asia Fudd back. Aaliyah Edwards. They have a triple threat that is tough to deal with. I'm not mad at that at all either. Number 2. Number 3, Iowa. Got a slight problem with Iowa, but they being number 3, they got Caitlin Clark and not much else. I understand. I see that. I know they beat the Gamecocks. But number 3, we might be reaching a little bit. Want to put Caitlin Clark really high, but they got a garbage schedule, so they're gonna be top ranked in the top 5 for a long time. Gonna be a long, but yeah. Okay. Number 4, got Utah. Utah is a really good team, and 5, UCLA is a really good team. Got a lot of weapons. Then the Gamecocks. There are a sides on both ends. That might say that we ranked a little too high. Because of what we lost. You know, the 5 picks in the WNBA, 7 players total, brought in two transfers. But saying we lost a lot, we're not bringing a whole lot back from last year's squad. Are we warranted to be 6th ranked in the country? Then you got some people who say that we're not ranked high enough because Don Staley got the cachet and got the recruiting that says that we lose players, we reload players. So whatever the case may be, 6 is kind of like that sweet spot. I'm not mad at that. Now, with that being said, that 6th ranking sets up a top 10 ranking against Notre Dame. The first game of the season. We play Notre Dame in Paris. Notre Dame is ranked 10th in the country. That's going to be a huge game on ESPN, 1300, 1 o'clock p.m. It's going to be a huge game on November the 6th against 2 top 10 ranked teams in the country going head up and letting everybody know what's up. Then that's not it. Then we come back from Paris, and then we play Maryland. Maryland right now is 14th ranked in the country. So that's a top 15 matchup again. So unlike UConn, unlike LSU, unlike Iowa, unlike Utah, unlike UCLA, the 6th ranked team in the country in the South Carolina Gamecocks want all the smoke. We open it up against 2 highly rated teams in the country. Ranked number 10, ranked number 14. Because we want all the smoke. We want to see it. We ain't hiring for nobody. If you want to find us, you'll find us at Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. That's what Don Staley's saying. Ain't hiring for nobody. We ain't playing College of Charleston the first game. We ain't playing Chesterfield Marlboro Tech the second game. We ain't doing that. We playing Notre Dame, then we playing Maryland. Oh, basketball season is on and popping. We got SEC Media Days that's coming up. Basketball's here. Rutgers on Sunday. It is going down. Basketball is here. Your boy Captain Will is here. Let's turn on. Let's talk about TeHina Paopao. TeHina Paopao is recently named on the watch list, the Nancy Lieberman watch list, which is the best 20 point guards in college basketball. Best 20 point guards in college basketball. TeHina Paopao, recent transfer from Oregon, who was all Pac-12 3 times. Made first team twice. 5'9" guard, 5'9" point guard / shooting guard / combo guard, however you want to say it. But she made the top 20 list. Okay? Averaged 13 points, averaged 3 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 88% from the free throw line, shot 42% from 3. The girl was sensational, shot 44% from the field. TeHina Paopao, bringing something to this Gamecock team that we have not had in such a long time. And we're talking about a person who can shoot anywhere on the floor. That's TeHina Paopao. Point guard skills, shooting guard, shooting ability. TeHina Paopao. But a slight problem. Here's a slight problem that I have with the list. TeHina Paopao is not our starting point guard. She is unbelievable. She's amazing. But she's not our starting point guard. Which brings in something I talked about earlier in the summer. Late summer. This is what I talked about. I talked about the situation where Raven Johnson is the starting point guard, TeHina Paopao is the starting 2 guard. But in actuality, TeHina Paopao is also our backup point guard. Now, to have a player the caliber of TeHina Paopao to play the backup point guard role for the South Carolina Gamecocks is a luxury that most teams don't have. Sounds a little crazy that the backup point guard is also on the top 20 list of best point guards in the country. But that is what the Gamecocks have right now. TeHina won't be starting at point guard, guys. Regardless of what this list says, Raven Johnson is our starting point guard. She's our starting point guard. TeHina Paopao is our starting shooting guard. But when the rotations that happen when Raven Johnson goes out the game, don't get too caught up in TeHina Paopao sliding over to the 1. Don't be confused. We might see it on Sunday against Rutgers. Because we have a player in TeHina Paopao with the size at 5'9" to run the one, but also the shooting ability to do whatever she wants at the two guard position and to guard bigger players at the two guard position. She's 5'9", 5'10". That's what we got in TeHina Paopao. A luxury at the point guard position who actually plays shooting guard for the South Carolina Gamecocks. That's what we have. And I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about that. I'm overjoyed about the luxury that we have at the 1 and the 2 position. Because if injuries happen, because this is basketball, injuries going to happen. Things are going to transpire during this season that we cannot forecast. So if injuries happen at the 1 position at Raven Johnson, you have TeHina Paopao, who can start and will play well. She's proven it. And then you would slide over possibly a Bree Hall to 2 or a Tessa Johnson to 2. Or it's just so many different combinations. If and when injuries happen, the depth of this team at the 1, 2, and 3 position is overflowing. It's overflowing. Shout out to TeHina Paopao, and I want greatness for you this upcoming season. You're a senior. You're a leader. It's time. It's your time. I want you to go out with a bang for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I salute you, TeHina Paopao. Is Raven Johnson being overlooked? Is Raven Johnson being overlooked? Watching when the list came out for the Nancy Lieberman, the top 20, everything, and I'm scanning the list and I'm seeing the various different players, and I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised seeing TeHina Paopao and they had her at point guard position. I'm like, ooh, okay, but yeah, she played point at Oregon, and at first I was a little perturbed. That's the key word, perturbed, about not seeing Raven on the top 20 list. But then I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Although Raven is my favorite player in the Gamecock uniform, although I'm going to see a return of Hollywood Raven Johnson this upcoming season, I wasn't, after I took the emotion out of it, it makes sense. It makes sense because Raven hasn't proven yet that she's one of the top 20 point guards in the country. She hasn't proven it. The stats are what they are. SEC freshman team, averaged 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. 37% from the field goal range, 24% from 3 on 1.6 attempts, 65% from free throw line. Just compare that to TeHina Paopao, who's on the list. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 44% from field, 42% from three-point line, 42% on the three-point line on 5.5 attempts, 88% from the free throw line. Every statistical measure, TeHina Paopao had a better season at the point guard position than Raven Johnson. Now, do I think Raven is going to show out this year? Hell yeah. I think Raven is going to show out this year. I think she has something to prove. I think she is better than most of the guards on that list. I believe that. I think she was highly ranked, more highly rated in high school. I think that's going to transfer over this year. I think she's healthy. I think she's ready. I think she's been putting in work at the gym. I think she's going to have a great year for South Carolina. I believe she's going to lead the SEC in assists. I think she's going to have a low turnover ratio. I think she's going to average double figures. I think she's going to improve her shooting at the field goal range, free throw line, and three-point percentage. I think 1.6 attempts at the three-point line in this day and age for college basketball is not enough for your starting point guard. It's not enough. I see those attempts going up, and I also see a percentage going up. But until that happens, the list is what it is. And I don't think that is warranted for the stats that Raven had last season for her to be on this list. Now, with this list starting out on October the 17th, there will be changes and updates to this list. After the first couple months of this season, Raven Johnson will prove that she's one of the top 20 point guards in this country, playing for one of the top teams in this country. That alone, I'm seeing stats double for Raven Johnson this upcoming season. That's how much I believe in her and her ability. So when the adjusted list comes out, you will see Raven Johnson on this list. You will see Raven Johnson on this list, and you will see what I've been talking about all summer. When I had a conversation with her at the Under Armour Elite, you will see what I believe to be one of the better point guards in the SEC and one of the better point guards in the country. We will have, and I know I hear about Paige Beckers, Asia Fudd, and they are tried and true. They are sensational. And I'm not trying to put Raven Johnson, who hasn't proved anything yet, on the basketball court in South Carolina yet until this year. And I'm not trying to say TeHina Paopao, who is proven, who's not getting enough buzz because she played out in Oregon. And for whatever reason, I guess Oregon don't matter. And all Pac-12 multiple times don't matter. I'm not saying the combination of Raven and TeHina Paopao on October 17th compares to an Asia Fudd and a Paige Beckers. Not saying that whatsoever. But I will say, when we count all the chips at the end of the season, our two players in Hollywood and Paopao will be up in the upper echelon of the top ones and twos in this country. That is a fact. That is a fact, and I'm claiming it right now. We will see Raven Johnson have a great year. Bottom line up front, we will see her have a great year. And we will start with that on Sunday against Rutgers. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a show. Get your popcorn ready. I'm going to finish off with a couple things. Number one, I'm going to finish off with a shout out to Angel Reese. And I know I talk crap about LSU pretty much on a daily. But shout out to Angel Reese on being signed to Reebok. Like, wow, that's awesome. That is amazing. Shaq just got a high executive position with Reebok basketball. And his first signing was Angel Reese. Now, I know she's from the crib. With him at LSU. I understand that. But for her to be signed to Reebok, that is great for women's basketball. Regardless of who you cheer for, regardless who you support individually. That is great for women's basketball. And for her to be, quote unquote, the face right now, because she's going to get publicity with Shaq signing that, and with her signing that deal with Reebok, more power to you. I salute you. That is great for basketball. And secondly, with Iowa playing that exhibition and having 50,000 people, watching, that's great for women's basketball as well. Women's basketball is in a place unlike anywhere it's ever been. It is a growing sport. It is finally getting the coverage that it deserves. It is finally getting the respect that it deserves. It's crazy to think that half the country are females, but not getting the respect that it deserves in sports. Crazy. It is an amazing sport. It is awesome to watch. It is great to cover, and I love having fun. Shout out to women's basketball. We are back. It is on and popping. This concludes another episode of Gamecock Start with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.